filming now, okay, buddy? Hi, today we're going to be doing a Pilates essential level class, and what I'll do throughout the class is I will give a few modifications, and because obviously I'm not there with you one-on-one, so just to make sure you don't have to take it to a full level, just always listen to your body. If you feel an exercise isn't working for you, skip it or go back to the one we did before. I'll also be giving a few modifications as well, like as in bolsters, just in case you need that little bit of extra help or if you've had any injuries. We also want to be really clear that when you're doing a Pilates class, you shouldn't experience pain. So if any of the exercises we do today cause you any pain, you need to stop, leave that one out. If it continues, just stop doing the exercise completely and just let your body rest. If you have suffered any severe injury or you have any diagnosed postural issues, make sure that whichever healthcare provider you're seeing, as in a doctor, physio, osteopath, whichever, knows that you're going to start doing some exercise and says that it's safe to do so, okay? Just listen to your body, go with it, and enjoy. Okay, so let's start by rolling down onto our mats. We're going to have the feet hip distance apart. Place your hands gently across your rib cage, and we're going to start breathing. We're going to take an inhale breath through the nose and an exhale breath through the mouth. And again, inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. We're thinking about really expanding the rib cage, and exhale, bring it back. And again, breathing in. And exhale, breathing out. Let's mobilize the pelvis. Make sure you're in your neutral pelvic position, which means you've got that nice little flat triangle, that little table. If you put a glass of water here, it's not going to spill over. We've got a slight gap between the back and the floor. We're going to relax the arms down at our side. We're going to take an inhale breath to prepare. As we exhale, we're going to gently tilt the pelvis to that imprinted position. We're going to take an inhale breath and hold it there. And as we exhale, we're going to release that pelvis back to neutral. And again, inhale through the nose. Exhale, engage the abdominals as you gently tilt that pelvis to imprint. Remember, we're bringing the distance between the hip and the rib, the last rib cage, to that little bit of a smaller position. Breathe in. As we exhale, breathe out. Increasing that distance. We're going to take it a little bit, we're going to use a little bit less breaths. We're going to inhale to imprint. We're going to exhale, release to neutral. Inhale to imprint. Exhale, release to neutral. We're going to mobilize the hip with a little bit of hip release. We're going to point the foot, remembering to keep the toes connected to the mat all the while on this exercise. We're going to inhale, take the leg out to the side. As we exhale, turn the leg in and gently drag the leg back to center. Inhale, out to the side. Exhale, engage as we draw the leg back to center. You can pop your fingers on your hips for this, just to watch that we're not rolling around. So we inhale. We exhale, bring the leg back. We're going to change the direction now. We're going to inhale, reach the leg long. Exhale, turn the leg outward and draw the leg back along that same line. Almost like the big toe is a felt tip. We're going to inhale to reach, watching that the supporting leg remains stabilized and doesn't wobble around as we move. One more time, inhale to reach, exhale, engage to control the leg back to center. We're going to do one more on the other side, one more set. We're going to inhale out to the side. We're going to exhale, control to come back. I'm going to do a little bit of things that can go wrong just to show you. You want to watch that as you inhale, go out, and you exhale, come back. That doesn't happen. You've really got to keep the control. Watch the difference. As I inhale out to the side, turn the leg in slightly, exhale, draw the leg back to center. We're going to change the direction of the movement. We're going to inhale, reach the leg along. As we exhale, turn it out gently and draw the leg back along that same line back to center. We're going to inhale to reach, exhale to come back home. Lovely. Let's go into a spine spinal rotation. So what we want to do here is we want to make sure the spine is along the edge of the mat. So I'm going to turn my back to you just to give you a quick idea of how we do this. We take the hand along the edge of the mat. Bring your bum along the edge of the mat like so. We're going to place the bottom shoulder along the edge of the mat as well. So we just have a look. Once you're there, I want you to bend your arm back behind your head. Bring your knees up to 90 degrees. Have a quick look that your feet are in line with your knees and your knees are stacked. Make sure the hand is here so that when we go into the movement, can you see how my hand cradles my head at the back? We want to be really mindful so that we're not overstretching. A lot of people sort of tend to forget that hand and they start to do this with the neck. So I'm going to turn around so you can see me now. Get my spine along the edge of the mat, support my hand, knees together. Be mindful the knees aren't like so, but they're actually over each other. Stacked knees, stacked hips, stacked shoulders. Extend the arms, slide the shoulder blade down away from the back. Watch you're not popping through the rib cage, but really connect, okay? Remember that little mouse hole we're trying to find between the waistband and the mat. Nice and long between the shoulder and the L and the ear. On the inhale, reach the fingertips to the ceiling. As we exhale, engage the core and gently stretch back just as far as you can. Still keep the fingers in your peripheral view. Knees are still together and stacked. We inhale, bring the fingertips back up to the ceiling. We exhale, float the arm down back in line with the shoulder. Now we're going to inhale, reach the fingertips to the ceiling. Engage the core as we exhale, stretch back a little bit further this time to really stretch and open. Inhale, fingertips come back to the ceiling. Exhale, engage. Watch at the same time that arm isn't floating. That's one of the key things that people tend to do with this exercise. As we inhale, hand in line with shoulder. As we exhale, watch that you don't float back or forward, but rather that that hand stays in line with the shoulder. Inhale, reach. As we exhale, bring the hand back to hover. Lovely. We're going to change sides. So once again, watch that the spine is along the edge of the mat. Bring the knees together, feet together. Stacked knees, stacked hips, stacked shoulders. Arm out, slide the scapula down the back. As we inhale, reach the fingertips to the ceiling. Now exhale, engage the core and just go back as far as you can still see your fingertips. Inhale, reach the fingertips to the ceiling. Exhale, engage, really activating through the core. As we inhale, reach the fingertips to the ceiling. Keep those toes pointed. As we exhale, reach back a little bit further this time, stretching through the spine. Inhale, fingertips to the ceiling. Exhale, palm back down to the floor. And again, inhale, fingertips to the ceiling. Engage the core as we exhale, stretch back behind us. One more, and we return back. Let's come onto our hands and knees now for cat stretch. So we place the hands directly underneath the shoulders and the knees directly underneath the hips. If you've got a mirror at home, it's a really good idea to be doing the exercises in front of a mirror, because many times we can end up being in this sort of position. So from there, let me just tuck this in slightly so you can get a better idea of what we're doing. Okay, nice and long through the arms. Watch that we're not dipping through the shoulder blades, almost like someone's underneath you, pressing you up through the chest. Point the toes behind us. Look just over your fingertips or towards the end of your mat. Just watch you're not overextending through the neck. We're going to take an inhale breath through the nose. As we exhale, engage the lower abdominal, start to round sequentially through the spine and take your eyes to your knees or your pubic bone. Hold it there as we breathe in through the nose. As we exhale, take the tailbone back, lengthen through the spine. Hold it there on the inhale, breathe in. As we exhale, engage the pelvic floor muscles. Gently start to tilt from the base of the spine as we round up one vertebra at a time. Hold it there. Be mindful you're not leaning back or forward. Breathe in to hold. As we exhale, take the tailbone back, lengthen through the spine. Last time, breathe in. As we exhale, drop the tailbone, round the spine up. Hold the eyes on the knees as we breathe in. And we exhale, take the tailbone back, lengthening through the spine. Lovely. We're going to come down, roll down onto the back. And we're going to go into some hip rolls. Relax the arms down at your side. Find your feet hip distance apart, neutral pelvic position. From there, we're going to take an inhale breath. As we exhale, gently tilt the pelvis to imprint. Now peel the spine up off the mat, one vertebra at a time. I'm just going to move my shirt out of the way so you can really see how I'm going to replace my spine. This is a really beautiful massage to the spine. We're going to take an inhale breath at the top. Exhale gently, using the abdominals. Start to roll the spine, almost like your abdominals are a rolling pin. You're rolling the spine back down onto the mat, taking the pelvis to neutral. Watch the knees don't separate or come together. Let's take an inhale breath here. As we exhale, engage to imprint. Gently start to tilt through the pelvis and peel the spine up, almost like it's a strand of pearls coming up off the floor. No tension to the neck and shoulders. Try not to overreach. Take an inhale breath at the top. As we exhale, gently start to roll the spine down. Make sure you're not gripping with your toes. Roll it. Release to neutral. Breathe in through the nose here. Neck and shoulders relax as we inhale to imprint. Gently press through the heels of the feet. Round the spine up. We're going to hold it there at the top as we take one inhale breath. And as we exhale, we're going to roll down one vertebra at a time and release the pelvis to neutral. You will see people walking past from time to time, but enjoy it. Right, from there, we're just going to reach the arms up to the ceiling. We're going to mobilize the scapula. What we want to make sure, I sometimes use a fitness circle for this because it kind of encourages people not to bring their hands together or further apart. So we're not going to use one for now. So I just want you to really keep a clear vision of the distance between your hands, okay? So from here, neutral pelvis, feet to hip distance apart. We're going to inhale, reach upward towards the ceiling as we draw the scapula away from the mat and the spine. We exhale, gently replace them. Be mindful not to do this or to do this. We're going to inhale, lead through that middle finger as we reach up to the ceiling. We exhale, replace the scapula down. And again, we inhale, reach, almost like someone standing above you, pulling you through that middle finger. Watch you're not hunching the ears up to the shoulders as you do this, and release. We're going to retract now, retraction. We're going to inhale, gently press the shoulder blades in towards the mat, and we exhale, release them back to neutral. Inhale towards the mat, exhale to release. One more. Inhale toward the mat, exhale to release. We're going to go into some arm circles here, just to challenge that we understand the stability of the rib cage. We're going to inhale, drop the arms back just as far as you feel you can keep the activation. Exhale, circle the arms down and around to your side. Be quite mindful as well with this, that you don't have any obstructions like I just had. So I'm going to move that out of my way so you can really get a full range of motion. We're going to inhale up and over the head. Exhale, big, beautiful circles out the side of the room. You want to watch, for example, that as you come up, you don't overarch and lose the activation, the rib cage pops. You want to keep that connection. So we inhale, reach up and over just as far as you feel you can go, especially without lifting the shoulders up to the ears. And we exhale, slide the shoulder blades down and around. We inhale, reach up and over, and we exhale, circle around. Let's change the direction of that movement as we inhale. Watch the scapula aren't hunching up to the ears as we draw the rib cage back and down. Beautiful. Inhale out the side of the room. Watch those shoulders as we exhale through the mouth. Keep that neutral pelvic position. Inhale out the side of the room as we exhale. Gently slide the rib cage back. Allow your hands to rest at your side. We're going to do a little bit of elevation and depression because we really want the shoulders to be warm before we start. Keeping the chest open, ribcage connected, neutral pelvis. We're going to inhale with the fingertips on the floor. Gently slide the scapula along the mat. Remember, the scapula is the shoulder blade when I refer to it. We exhale, slide it down. Watch that we're not jamming like so and then overarching and creating that, jamming down and creating that bunching of the abdominals. We want to inhale, slide the scapula gently along the mat. As we exhale, slide it back down. Don't overslide and start to draw the shoulders forward. Just go in your range of motion. Inhale to exhale back to neutral. From there, we're going to just depress the scapula. So we're going to inhale, try and reach towards the feet and release, all the while maintaining neutral pelvis, ribcage connection. Inhale, exhale, one more. Inhale, exhale. Last warm-up exercise. Let's go for that head nod. Let's inhale, head nod. Exhale to release. Remember, it's not a jamming of the chin into the chest. It's just a lengthening of the back of the neck, the cervical spine. Inhale, head nod. Exhale to release. One more. Inhale, head nod. Exhale to release. You'll notice that I move my toes around quite a bit because I have to be really careful when I'm teaching and thinking and working. I really am mindful of not grabbing onto the mat. So it might be something you might want to do from time to time if you're a person that really tenses up when you're exercising. Let's come into our first exercise, abdominal prep. Inhale, head nod. Exhale, flex up off the mat, maintaining your neutral pelvic position. Breathe in. Place the hands to the floor as you exhale, release back down. Inhale, head nod. Exhale, flex up. Be mindful that you don't overflex and create that doming and bunching of the abdominals. You just want to maintain the neutral and come up to where you feel comfortable. Hands don't go higher, they stay at shoulder height. Breathe in here. As we exhale, place the hands to the floor. Start to lower the upper body. Watch the shoulders don't hunch up to the ears. You may feel a lot of stretch through the neck if you're quite tight in the neck. That's okay. Inhale, head nod. Exhale, flex up off the mat. Look between the knees. Watch the knees don't come together or further apart. Hold them there at hip distance. Breathe in. Exhale, place the hands to the floor as you gently lengthen and lower. Inhale, head nod. Exhale, flex up off the mat. Inhale, hold. Exhale, place the hands to the floor as you release. Last one. Inhale, head nod. Exhale, flex up off the mat. Inhale, hold. And exhale, release. Lovely. Let's go into breaststroke prep 1, 2, and 3 now. So we're going to turn over onto the front of our mats. We're going to take our hands just along the edge of your mat or your towel, whatever you're using. What we don't want to do is have the hands too squashed up. I never feel the shoulders can move around enough. And as someone who's very tight in my shoulders, I'm very conscious of having enough space for them to move. So from here, my thumb is along the edge of the mat. Watch that your hands aren't fully forward. We want to create that W effect. Legs are long. Be mindful, everybody. You can keep your feet together, but if you feel any stress through your lower back, just gently separate your feet slightly. You want to be mindful that you engage the abdominals. So remember thinking about that little tail. Tuck it between the thighs and under the pubic bone. So we've got that abdominal activation. Tip of the nose touching the mat. If this is ever uncomfortable, you can always put a small cushion just under your forehead, like so. Okay, whatever makes you feel comfortable. Right, from there, we're going to take an inhale breath. As we exhale, gently draw the scapula down the back as you gently push up through your forearms, raise up through your spine, eyes just towards the end of the mat. Watch you're not overextending through the neck. Don't look in front of you. Hold it there as you breathe in. Exhale, lengthen through the neck as you lower back onto the tip of the nose or the forehead, relaxing the shoulders but abdominals on, feet are pointed, legs are long. Inhale, slide the scapula down the back, gently press up through the forearms. Feel that lengthening sensation through the spine. Feel your abs working not to pop out. Breathe in here. Exhale, breathe out as you lower. And again, inhale, slide the shoulder blades down the back. Exhale, engage the core to come up. Inhale to hold. Exhale to release. Breaststroke prep 2. Extend your arms down at your side, legs long. Inhale, turn your palms to face your thighs. Exhale, raise up off the mat, keeping the eyes on the ground. Reach your fingers to your toes. Breathe in here. Exhale, gently release. Relax the scapula. Abs are on, legs are long. Energy through the toes and the feet. Inhale, turn your palms to face your thighs. Exhale, engage to raise up off the mat. Inhale to hold it here. Exhale to release it down. And again, inhale, turn the palms. Exhale, reach those fingertips towards the toes. Breathe in, lengthening longer as we exhale to release. Breaststroke prep 2. Bring your hands under your forehead. 2 middle fingers are touching. Don't overlap the hands. 2 middle fingers are touching. Glue the forehead to the fingertips. Keep that abdominal activation. Tuck that tailbone between the thighs. Inhale, draw the shoulder blades down into a W on the back. Exhale, gently lift up. Inhale, hold it here. Exhale, release. For those of you that don't want to bring your arms all the way up, you can do this. You can inhale. Exhale, slide the scapula down. Gently press out, keeping the palms down on the floor. Just watch you're not up here, but rather just underneath. Really draw the shoulder blades down. Breathe in, exhale to release. And again, inhale, slide the scapula down. Exhale, gently raise up to hover to where you feel comfortable. Breathe in, exhale to release. We're going to push back into a shell stretch. We're going to round the spine. Relax the shoulders, relax the arms. Take a deep breath in here. Deep breath out. Breathe in. And as we exhale, engage the core as we start to roll back up, lengthening through the spine. Lovely. Let's come into the 100. Now from the 100, what we're going to do is a few modifications, okay? So we're going to roll on down. We're going to be here. You can either do the 100 with the feet flat on the floor at this level, class, or you can bring your legs up to tabletop. To do so, you want to inhale, exhale to imprint. Inhale, lift one leg up, and exhale, bring the other leg up. Remember, tabletop is 90 degrees. Watch the legs don't go up or down. For this level, I'm going to keep my feet on the floor. In addition, if you find it quite difficult to keep the knees hip distance apart, you can always take a cushion just to keep that encouragement, or a little ball, okay? Whatever you feel comfortable with. All right, from that, let's go. Inhale, head nod. Exhale, flex up into abdominal prep. Eyes are just slightly over your knees. Take an inhale breath and inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5 to exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5 to inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5 to exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5 to inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5 to exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5 to inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5 to exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. You'll note that my arms are just pulsing very gently. I'm not doing huge big movements. I'm also not jerking my body up and down. I'm keeping the neutral pelvis, abdominals connected, keeping my eyes on one fixed point. 2, 3, 4, 5 to inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5 to exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5 to inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5 to exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5 to inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, hold. Exhale, gently release it there. Lovely. I want you to roll over, come up into a seated position. We're going to go into the half roll back now. So find the center of your mat. Once again, if you're quite tight in your hip flexors, or if you feel that this tends to happen a lot when you're doing this exercise, you can again keep that cushion or the ball between your knees, okay? Entirely up to you. From there, keep the knees together, feet together. If you feel it's really tight when you do that, again, you can go to keeping the feet hip distance apart or using the cushion. We're just going to scoop the abdominals out and flex forward over our knees. Watch the hands are in shoulder height. We're going to take a deep breath in. As we exhale, we're going to scoop the abdominals and roll back to where we feel comfortable. Breathe in here. Drop the chin as we exhale, round the spine and reaching forward. Breathe in here. Exhale, scoop the abdominals out as we roll back. Inhale, hold. Exhale, drop the chin as we scoop. Be mindful that the arms are always in line with the shoulders. Breathe in. Exhale, scoop the abdominals. Breathe out. Inhale, hold. Exhale, drop the chin as you scoop and reach forward. Inhale, hold. Exhale, scoop round the spine. See how my hands have stayed in line with my shoulders. I haven't hunched them up or dropped them down. Breathe in. As we drop the chin, be very careful that you don't overreach the arms up. Keep going. We breathe in. We exhale, scoop the abdominals out and round the spine. We inhale, hold it there. We drop the chin and we exhale, round, come all the way forward. Let's hold it here and then rebuild the spine to come all the way up. Okay, from there, what I want us to do, I want us to roll down onto the mat. We're going to go into the roll up. Now, for this exercise, many people tend to need a bolster just in the beginning. Remember, I did say this is a beginner level. So if you're not a beginner level and you've been doing Pilates for a while and you're one of my friends who I'm doing this video for and you just want to join, you don't need the bolster. Or if you haven't been at Pilates for a while, if you've been at your desk for ages, you may need it, okay? I'm still recovering from my diastasis, so I tend to need it for quite a lot of things, just so I don't put too much pressure on my abdominals. So from here, I'm going to make sure that the bolster is on my lower back. Remember, if you don't have a bolster, just roll down onto your back, okay? Stretch your legs down long. Stretch them, flex the feet. Now extend the arms over the head. What you want to be careful of here is this, overextending. Watch the difference. I'm going to engage my core and bring my rib cage back together. Relax the shoulders, slide them down the back. We're going to take an inhale, head nod. As we exhale, we're going to round and peel the spine up off the mat and reach towards the feet, scooping the abdominals out as we go along. We're going to inhale, start to roll the spine back down. Gently, one vertebrae at a time. Start to raise the eyes up to the ceiling so we don't jam the chin into the chest. Think about the connection of the rib cage as you take the arms overhead, legs are still together. Rib cage is really connected. Inhale, reach the arms up to the ceiling as we head nod. Exhale, engage the core. And as you start to come up, I like to gently look at my pubic bone, my thighs, my knees. A lot of the time people tend to lift their head and they get all this tension in their upper body. You want to keep the scapula slid back, distance along between the ears and the shoulders. Reach a little bit further each time. Breathe in now. Start to roll back. As we exhale the rest of the way, keep the feet together, rib cage connected, eyes go to the ceiling. And again, inhale, head nod as we lift the arms. Exhale, engage the core, round the spine. Let the eyes float along the legs and stopping at your end point, probably just past your knees as you breathe in and start to scoop the abdominals out, rolling them back down. Keep the rib cage connection. Looking up at the ceiling, not jamming the chin into the chest. And again, inhale, head nod. Exhale, engage the core to bring you up. Watch that you're not jerking yourself up. If you are, you may need to use a bit more of a bolster underneath your spine, or you can bend your knees, or on the last exercise, I'm going to give you the roll-up prep option. Everybody else continue as you inhale, head nod. As you exhale, this is the preparation exercise. Come up to where you feel comfortable. Reach all the way along to those of you that have. Then as you inhale, those of you that are staying in this prep position, inhale, take the arms back. This is a real challenge to the abdominals. And then exhale, allow yourself to go all the way back and down. Bring your hands back down to your side. You can remove your bolster. Once again, place it out of your way so that when we do any exercises, it doesn't get in your way. Now, from there, what I want us to do is a one-leg circle, okay? So one-leg circle, I'll give you two options. You can either do this exercise with a bent leg or a straight leg, depending on tightness of your hamstrings and depending on if you have any tightness or stress in the hip, okay? So from here, if I was really going into modifications, if you've got a TheraBand, you know, the elastic bands, or a towel or a belt, you can also hold that and do this exercise. But for today, we're just going to focus on either a bent knee or a straight leg. So from here, we want to lift the leg up and reach the leg out. Now, depending on your hamstring flexibility, because due to issues with my back at the moment and my diastasis, my hamstrings are pretty tight. So I'm a really good example for you today. So for example, normally my leg would be all the way up here. It also comes from not sleeping at night, a baby that wakes up every 1 to 2 hours. So the body is really tight. So I'm a great candidate to show you these modifications today. So if we think about here, what we want is to be in neutral with our leg all the way up. But everybody's body is different. Everybody's flexibility is different. It's not about having this 90-degree perfect. It's just about working towards your best and what you feel comfortable with, okay? So for example, I want to stay in neutral. So I'm going to come to about this point today. Relaxing my arms down at my side. I'm going to inhale and exhale, come back. Inhale out the side. Exhale, draw the leg back. If that's too big, just keep the circle small. You just go to whatever you feel comfortable with. If you're doing it with a bent knee, you inhale. I actually find it quite difficult with a bent knee because it's really, your leg wants to kind of do that. But you've got to really focus on keeping that hip joint and knee joint aligned and keeping that 90 degrees. So let's start. Let's inhale out, exhale, control it back. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in. Challenge yourself that little bit more each time to bring that leg towards you, still maintaining your neutral. Watch you don't overarch the back. Let's change direction. Inhale, exhale 1. Inhale, exhale 2. Inhale, exhale 3. Inhale, watch your stabilizing leg stay still. Breathing in, breathing out. Bend the knee, replace the foot to the floor. From that position, we're going to lift the other leg and extend it up to the sky. Find the point to which you feel comfortable. Neck and shoulders are relaxed. We're going to breathe in. Exhale, circle it around 1. Breathe in. Exhale 2. Watch that that's not happening as you do this exercise. Rocking around, bunching. Let's change direction. Inhale, no stress in the neck and shoulders. Chest is open, breathing in. Imagine I'm standing at the end of your mat, pulling you through that big toe, energy all the way out through that big toe, breathing in. Exhale, breathing out. 1 more. Breathing in and exhale, breathing out. Bend the knee and replace that foot to the floor. So what I want you to think about as you come up, just today, really use this chance to really lengthen through the body and get yourself back into it. Because one of the reasons I'm doing this is because I've got so many requests from friends and clients and things who've just had so much time off and things. And I'm in the same boat as you, to be honest with you, because like I haven't had a lot of time just moving, and now with the kids and not having any help and not sleeping ever. So we're in this together, okay? So we all feel tight and we all need to move a bit more. So we'll start this off together. So let's do the spine twist, really just to get some movement and strengthen through the spine. If you find that when you sit down with your legs like so, you're like, oh, that's really tight, my back, my legs, you can either do this exercise with the knees slightly bent, or back to our sturdy bolster again. You can pop the cushion under the knees, like so, or a rolled up towel, a big bath towel. If you roll it up, you can slot it under so it's like a roller, like so, or you can also, I'm just giving you lots of ideas because I often find people just tend to do these exercises just in the wrong posture, and it's just such a shame. So you see how I've rolled up my mat, and that just takes a little bit of pressure off tight hips, which I have. So we're going to lengthen up nice and long through the legs, okay? Feet together, knees together. Extend the arms out. We're going to take an inhale breath, and as we exhale, 1, 2, 3. Inhale, come back to center. As we exhale, 1, 2, 3, come back to center. Let's keep those feet nice and tight together, legs nice and long, arms are wide, come back to center. Make sure there's that nice long distance between the shoulders and the ears. Come back to center. I'm going to do a couple of things wrong. We don't want the legs to do this. Floated back, stomachs come up, shoulders come up. This arm swings forward. To here. No, we want long legs. Long spine. Remember those of you that I used to teach in class, I used to come out and put my knee just gently into your spine? That's what I'm doing now. Shoulders down. We're going to breathe in. Exhale, 1, release a little bit. Go a little bit further, 2. Go a little further, 3. Come back to center. And exhale, 1. It feels so good. Exhale, 2. Exhale, 3. Come back to center. We're now going to get a little bit under the scapula. As we exhale, 1, 2, 3. Aim to try and go that little bit further each time. Exhale, 1, feet together, legs long, long through the spine, and come back to center. Awesome, such a great exercise. So we're going to go into rolling like a ball. Now, what I want us to think about here is I'm going to give a prep and then a full, okay, because we are on beginner level. So we're going to scoop the abdominals out, gently lift one foot, then the other. We're going to place the hands gently towards the shins. Be mindful that doesn't happen. Slide the scapula down, scoop the abdominals out. Roll over, prep. Inhale. I actually find the prep really hard to do. But it's such a great exercise to get that initial connection of the abdominals with this exercise. When we want to go into full, if you're ready, we're going to inhale, rock. Exhale, come up. 2, we're going to do about 10 of these. Be mindful that you're not grabbing onto the legs for dear life. Keep the feet together, keep the knees together. If you find that when you're going back, that's happening, and then you're like, ugh, and you're having to jar to come up, just stop and go to the prep. It just means your spine needs a little bit more time to open. The abdominals need a little bit more time to get stronger. If you're still doing the full, we've got about 2 more. Keep the eyes on the knees, keep the head off the mat. Oh, and one thing I didn't say was watch that you don't end up doing that, and just start doing this exercise with sheer momentum. We're a ball. We're going to maintain that ball shape and come back, hold it there, gently release down. So from here, we're going to go into the single leg, obliques, and double leg, and scissors, okay? So from here, now, what I would say with these ones is, if it becomes too much, you can either do this exercise with your head down. Whenever it becomes too much, you can go back to this movement, okay? Or you can just stop. Be very careful with these at beginner level because it can sometimes put a bit of stress on the neck, okay? So we're going to be here. We want to lift our legs up to tabletop. So we want to inhale, exhale the pelvis to imprint. We want to lift one leg up, then we want to lift the other leg up. We're going to relax the arms down at our side. We're going to inhale, head nod. We're going to exhale, flex up to here. We're going to bring the right knee in, left leg out. Now remember, the lower you drop the leg, the more it's going to challenge the abdominals. So take that leg to where you feel safe. Now, bring one hand to the inner knee, one hand to the outer ankle. If it really confuses you, just gently tap the knee, but don't pull that knee in. It's a gentle touching sensation. We're going to breathe in and exhale. 1, 1. Keep your flexion up. If it's uncomfortable and you've got one of the little Pilates balls, you can always pop it behind your head. If not, just pop your head down and take the pressure off. Bring the knees back together, place the hands openly behind the back of the head. Extend the left leg away, turn gently. Don't lift yourself up off the floor, it's just a gentle turn through the trunk. Breathe in and exhale, 1. 1 for obliques, 2, 3. Just watch that you're not rocking when you do this exercise. Be very careful that you're just having small rotation through the torso. And come back to center. Last one, double leg stretch. We're going to bend the elbows, reach the arms and the elbows out, and come back to center. Bend the elbows. Take your top hat off as you reach your legs out, come back to center. See how I haven't fallen back? Maintain this activation. Bend, reach, come back. 2 more. Bend, reach, come back. Bend, reach, and come back. Slowly lower. We're not doing scissors because we're on beginner level, so lucky you. We're going to place the feet down on the floor. Let's go into shoulder bridge prep. Relax the arms at your side. We're going to take an inhale breath. As we exhale, just gently lift the spine up off the mat. We want to make sure the thighs are in line with the chest here. We're going to inhale, lift one leg. Exhale, replace it back to the floor. Inhale, lift the other leg. Exhale, replace it back to the floor. Inhale, hold, and exhale, lower. If you feel that that's too much for you, just go to shoulder bridge, up and down. Exhale, up, inhale, down. Exhale, up, and inhale, down. So we're going to go into the full and take an inhale breath. As we exhale, we're going to lift up off the mat. Make sure your neck and shoulders feel no stress. Chest is in line with thighs. We're going to breathe in and exhale, lower. Breathe in. Exhale, lower. Hold it here as we breathe in. And exhale, lower the spine. Breathe in. exhale. Now if you want, you can add a little bit more breath. You can inhale here. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Watch that as you lift, that doesn't happen, okay? And then you lose your postural integrity and release to the floor. Breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. Inhale, hold to find your posture. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, hold. And exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, down. Exhale, up. Inhale, down. And exhale, lower. Beautiful. Let's go into the rollover prep now. From this, I want you to take your feet up off the floor and cross your ankles over each other. I want you to have a look. I'm just going to spin myself around quick. Watch that you've got that position. You're not here and you're not going too wide like that. You're just going a little bit wider than the hip joints, toes connected, toes pointed, sorry, ankles connected, okay? It's a very small rolling movement, very small. What I'm not doing is, I'm not doing that. See what happens to my abdominals? Lots of stress the neck, lots of stress the abs, not really doing much. What we want to make sure that we can see is we keep that neutral pelvic position. We breathe in, we exhale, roll the base of the spine up off the mat. We inhale, release it. We exhale, inhale, and join me. Release. Exhale, roll the tailbone a little bit further. Inhale, control as you put it down. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Keep going. And just be mindful that as you do this, you really feel I'm not hunching up into my neck and shoulders. I'm not squashing everything up into my head. Just feel open through the chest, open through the neck. Curl that tailbone off the floor and control it back, okay? Beautiful. Gently place your feet down on the floor. We're going to turn over onto our tummies and we're going to come into heel squeeze prone, okay? Now, be mindful here that you take a moment just to watch my posture as you do this, okay? Just because you're facing the way. So there's a couple of things that can go wrong with this one, especially through the lower back. If at all you do get uncomfortable, you can always push back and go into a shell stretch whenever we do anything on the tummy, okay? So let's come into here. Heel squeeze prone. Place the fingers under the forehead. You can overlap the hands for this one. We're going to turn the heels like so, bring the heels together, turning the feet out into a Pilates V. Be very careful here that you slide the shoulders down the back. Again, think about that little tailbone. Watch how this area changes as I tuck my tailbone between my inner thighs. It helps me engage my abdominals. We want to breathe in. We want to exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Now watch my shoulders. This is what can happen. Lift and lower. Lift. My abs are popped out. I've got loads of stress through my neck and shoulders. I keep my shoulder blades slid down. Tuck my tailbone. I inhale. I exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Watch those shoulders. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. You're going to do 4 more of those. And just be really mindful with those shoulders. You exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Just be really careful with not causing any stress in the neck and shoulders and through the lower back. Remember, if it does hurt your lower back, you can push back into a shell stretch at any point, okay? All right, let's finish those. Now let's come down into the one leg kick. I want you to place your hands into this position like so, okay? Now, what we want to watch here is as we do this, is that we don't sink into the shoulder blades, okay? We want to make sure we push up nice and long through the elbows, through the arms, okay? So we're going to come to here, legs are nice and long. I'm going to point, flex, point, lower. Breathe in and lower, lower, lower. Breathe in here and point, flex, point. If it confuses you, just point, point, point. I'm going to do a couple wrong as you keep going. Flex, point. You want to watch that you don't jerk, jar the lower back. Lose your integrity. That's it. Look what's happened to me. Neck's gone out, shoulders gone out, abs are doing nothing. Watch this difference. Push up strong. Point, flex, point, lower. We're going to do 3 more. Point, flex, point, lower. Point, flex, point, lower. Point, flex, point, and lower. Beautiful. If you need to, go back into a shell stretch just to stretch your spine off here. Remember, shell stretches can also be walk to the side, walk to the other side. Just do whatever you feel mobilizes your spine and stretches your spine out, okay? From there, we're going to come into breaststroke prep. Now, from here, we're going to place the arms to here. Legs are nice and long. Keep the feet slightly separated. We're going to take an inhale breath as we slide the shoulder blades down the back. We're going to exhale, dive into the water, then inhale, just lift the upper body. Don't do anything with the legs. We're going to exhale, reach the arms along the body. Inhale, come up out of the water. Remember that tucking of the tailbone between the thighs. We're going to exhale, bring the arms along the body as we dive. Watch the shoulders don't hunch up the ears. We inhale, come up out of the water. Watch we don't overextend, looking in front of us. Keep the eyes down on the mat. Exhale, dive into the water. Big, beautiful circles with the arms as you inhale, come up. Exhale, dive. If you want, you can lift the legs up with you as you come up. We exhale, dive into the water. Beautiful long lines. We're going to do 2 more. Exhale, dive. Inhale, come up. Exhale, dive. Inhale, come up. And gently release. We're going to push back into a shell stretch. Remember in the beginning of the class, we did the breaststroke prep 1, 2, 3. Well, basically that's what that was preparing us for the breaststroke. We slowly engage the abdominals and we bring ourselves up into a seated position. Okay, from there, we're going to go onto the saw. Now, once again, if your hamstrings are tight, you can always roll the mat up underneath you, or you can have 2 towels here, or a long towel, or a bolster, or 2 little cushions, or once again, you can roll your mat up into that position, okay? But this time, instead of our feet being together, we want the feet mat distance apart. We're going to flex the feet like so. We're going to reach the arms out in front of us. Once again, we want to try and create that nice long line through the spine. Imagine someone's pulling you up through the crown of the head. I didn't use that teaching point when we did the spine twist, but it's a really great one. Imagine someone's just lifting you up through the top of the head. We're going to inhale to rotate. Exhale, reach that little finger to the big toe. See how I've turned my back hand, and then we inhale, rebuild, come back to the center. We inhale, rotate, my legs haven't moved. I rotate my back hand. I exhale, saw my little finger to my big toe, looking at my knee. I inhale, look along my arms as I come up, dropping my shoulders, exhale back to center. I inhale, rotate long and tall through the spine. I exhale, try and reach that little bit further, pushing my shoulder blades away from my ears as I inhale, rebuild to come up. Exhale back to center, and again, inhale to rotate. Exhale to reach. Inhale to rebuild. Exhale to center. Let's do 2 more. Inhale to rotate. Exhale to reach. Inhale to rebuild. Exhale to center. 1 more. Inhale to rotate. Exhale to reach. Inhale to rebuild. And exhale to come back to center. Okay, from that position, we're going to go into neck pull front prep. Now,
Because we're doing a prep and we're not doing the full exercise, we're going to not have to use bolsters so much, but later on we'll go into that. So from here, I just want us to gently roll ourselves down. Now, neck pull front prep. We're staying on prep. We're not doing the full today. Feet together, knees together. Flex the feet. Place the fingertips on the forehead. Okay. As this is my first video as well, I'm really learning where I need to be space-wise, so I'll be shifting myself around a lot. So fingertips on the forehead. From there, we're going to relax the shoulders, keep the legs together, flex the feet. We're going to inhale, head nod. As we exhale, we're going to flex ourselves up. Make that connection with the abdominals. We're going to breathe in, and we're going to exhale, release back down to the mat. Inhale, head nod. Exhale to flex up. Inhale, hold. Exhale, lower. We're going to do 2 more. Inhale, head nod. Exhale, flex up. Watch the shoulders haven't hunched up or the elbows haven't come forward. Inhale, hold. Exhale, release down. 1 more. Inhale, head nod. Exhale, engage the core as you flex up. Inhale, hold. And exhale, release. Beautiful. Okay, I want you to roll onto your sides now. It feels so good to be moving, doesn't it? I know some of you haven't moved in a while. Okay, so from there, we're going to go into our side leg kick series. Now, what I want is, we'll do side kick first, and then we'll go into our side series. So what I want us to do is, once again, as we did in the beginning, I want us to line ourselves up along the edge of our mat. So bum first. And then we're going to stretch the arm out underneath our head just to support the head. Then what I want you to bring your toes to the front of the mat. Keep the abdominals engaged. Lift the top leg up, like so. I want you to roll the shoulders down the back. Keep the rib cage connected. It's actually quite easy to reach through like so and just lose that connection. We're going to inhale, inhale, exhale, kick. Inhale, inhale, exhale, reach. Now remember, just keep your range of movement to what you feel comfortable with. You don't need to do these huge kicks. Look what happens to my hips. Kick, kick, ugh. Or kick, kick, ugh. And then you lose your integrity. So kick, kick, just to where you can keep the hips stacked, abdominals on, shoulders stacked, and no pressure to the neck and shoulders. Lovely. Let's bring the legs back together. Let's take the feet back. Now we're going to let the legs in a straight line. Point the toes, go get them. We're going to reach long. Take them. Reach up. My baby has woken up. We're going to reach long. Reach and lower. Reach and lower. 1 more. Reach and lower. Now we're going to raise the top leg. We're going to hold and we're going to circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we're going to go the other way now. Sit down. Come. And we're going to circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to hold that leg there. We're going to lift the bottom leg up and lower them down. Inhale, lift, thigh to thigh and lower. Inhale, lift, thigh to thigh and lower. 2 more. Lift, thigh to thigh and lower. 1 more. Lift, thigh to thigh and lower. Now both legs together. Let's lift and lower. Lift and lower. Watch the shoulders aren't hunching up to the ears. Keep the abdominals engaged. Energy long through the tips of the toes. Energy long through the crown of the head. Beautiful. Let's spin ourselves around. Do the same thing on the other side. Yes, what's mommy doing? Okay, nice and long through the legs.
Again, want to support the ear on the arm. We want to bring the feet flex to the front of the mat. Watch that your bum's along the edge of the mat and your bottom shoulder. Lift that top leg. We're going to inhale, inhale, exhale, kick. Also, something I didn't touch on enough on the other side was watch that you're not looking down at your feet. That starts to happen. Keep your eyes forward. Breathe in, reach. Engage the core, reach. Breathe in, reach. Breathe in, reach. 2 more. Inhale, inhale. No stress to the neck and shoulders. Kick, kick, and reach. Let's bring the legs back together in a straight line now. We're going to inhale, lift the top leg. Exhale, flex it down. Inhale, lift the top leg. Exhale, flex it down. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. Now, I'm only doing 5 of these, but I would suggest doing 10 lift and lowers. We're going to raise the top leg and circle. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other way, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold that leg there as you breathe in. Lift the other leg up and lower them together. Inhale up, exhale thigh to thigh and lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, thigh to thigh and lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, thigh to thigh and lower. And again, lift. Thigh to thigh and lower. 1 more. Lift, thigh to thigh and lower. Now both legs together. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. 1 more. Lift and lower. Beautiful. We're going to get some sound effects from the baby now with his toy box. I must apologize. But as you all ask, this is what I have to roll with now. Yes, I have a baby. So, okay, hands in line with shoulders. We're just going to come into a little bit of leg pull front prep, okay? So relaxing the neck and shoulders. We're going to keep the abs connected. Now I'm just going to move this out the way just so you can get a better idea of what we're doing. Sliding the scapula down. We're going to inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Again, this is one of those exercises whereby if you have a mirror, now it's a really great one to use because a lot of the time we can tend to be in this position. So what we want to do here is, again, we're not dipping through the shoulders, but keeping nice and long. We're going to inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. And again, lift and lower. Lift and lower. Breathing in. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. If you want to challenge a little bit more, you can breathe in. You can exhale, lift. Lift, lift, and lower. So we breathe in. We exhale, lift. We can inhale, hold it here. We can exhale, kick and lower. Kick and lower. Release to the floor. Okay? Go back into a shell stretch. Stretch it off like so. Breathing in. Breathing out. From there, we're going to pop down onto the mat again. We're just going to do a little bit of swimming prep. Okay? We're going to reach the arms out in front of us. Can we take this somewhere else? Can we move it over here? Because you're in Mommy's way. Yeah? Okay, we're going to stretch the arms out in front of us. Again, remember to tuck that tailbone underneath us. We're going to inhale, lift the opposite arm and leg, and exhale, lower. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Keep that tailbone really tucked under. We're going to inhale, reach, and exhale, lower. Keep going. Inhale, reach, and exhale, lower. Inhale, reach, and exhale, lower. Inhale, reach, and exhale, lower. 2 more. Reach, and exhale, lower. Beautiful. From that position, I want you to push back into a shell stretch. Hopefully we're all facing down so you didn't see my little interlude. I'm just moving them out of the way. Right, stretch the spine off. That's it. Reach it out and slowly come back up. We're going to go into a side bend, okay? A mermaid prep. Hello. From that position, what I want you to do is I want you to sit with your feet together, knees stacked. From there, I want you to take your top foot and place it on the floor in front of your bottom foot, and then allow your knees to open. Be very careful on this exercise. It's really easy to allow yourself to just sink into the shoulder blade. What I want you to imagine is I'm standing behind you, just lifting you out through that shoulder. Keep the chest, watch we're not open like this. We keep the rib cage connected, palm up to the sky. We're going to inhale, gently slide that scapula down. And as we exhale, we're going to lift the bum up off the mat and reach the arm over the head. Inhale, arm comes up to the sky. And we exhale, bring that hand straight back down to the knee, not in front and not behind. Watch you haven't lost that knee control here. We're going to breathe in, prepare the shoulder. As we exhale, we're going to reach up and overhead. We're going to inhale, reach up to the sky. Exhale, lower. Think about keeping everything connected here. You leave one spot and you want to land back in that spot. Inhale. As we exhale, reach. Inhale, come up to the ceiling. Exhale, lower with control back down. One more. Inhale to reach. Exhale all the way over. Inhale up to the ceiling and exhale to lower. Lovely. From there, we're going to change over, feet together, knees together. Remember what we said, we want the top foot in front of the bottom foot. We want to open the knees, turn the palm up to the sky. Watch that your hand is relatively in line with your hip. We want to slide the shoulder blade down. As we exhale, reach up and over. We inhale, reach the sky. Using the abdominals, we control, we come back down. We inhale. We exhale to reach up and over. We inhale, come up to the ceiling. We exhale, lower down to the floor. And again, inhale, just prepare that shoulder. Exhale, reach up and over. Inhale, up to the ceiling. Exhale, lower to the floor. Let's go for one more. Inhale, prepare that shoulder. As we exhale, reach up and over. Inhale, up to the ceiling. As we exhale, release and lower. Beautiful. Last exercise, we're going to do a push-up prep. So what I want us to think about here is come up onto our knees. And what we're going to look for here is just making sure we're not overarching through the back. We're going to push forward, take our hands to the outside of our mat, okay? Now, you have two choices here. You can either be in this position. Once again, let me just move this out of the way so you can see what we're doing. We're going to be here. You can either push up like so, whereby we inhale, 2, 3, exhale, push up, or you can take your hands a bit further forward, find your plank position, point your toes. We're going to inhale, 2, 3, exhale, push up. Inhale, 2, 3, exhale, push up. Keep that chest connected, as in don't let it fall to the floor and squeeze through the shoulder blades. Keep those abs on strong. Inhale, 2, 3, exhale, press up. And again, inhale, 2, 3, exhale, press up. 2 more. Inhale, 2, 3, exhale, press up. Strong through the abdominals, strong through the shoulders. Inhale, 2, 3, exhale, press up. Gently go back into a shell stretch for me, guys. Stretch the spine out. Engage the abdominals. Slide the shoulder blades down. Gently start to bring yourself up into a seated position. Yeah, can you stop? Just getting them to turn the volume down. Let's not do anything that makes a noise. Right, from there, let's come into a little bit of stretches. What I want us to do is to lie down on our front. Lie down on our front. Place the hands under the forehead. Then very carefully, let's bring that right foot up towards the bum and reach back behind us. Gently bring the knees together and press the hips down into the mat. You can do this as well by grabbing, you can wrap a towel around your foot, your fitness circle, or a band, whatever you have that allows you to take hold of this foot. And then I want you to imagine that you're pressing your hips into the mat, like so. Take an inhale breath and an exhale breath. And just gently push the hips down into the mat. Make sure the shoulders feel relaxed. There's no tension in the shoulders. Try to keep the knees close together. Breathing in. breathing out. Gently allow that foot to fall back to the floor. And then let's change feet. So knees towards each other. Gently, gently, gently. Relax the neck and shoulders. And again, guys, press that pubic bone, hip bones into the mat. Relaxing the neck and shoulders. Breathing in. Breathing out. Be mindful with that breath. That breath is what's going to help to relax that muscle. Relax your shoulders. A lot of the times when we're tense, try to focus on every other part of the body relaxing with you. Gently replace that leg to the floor. I want you to slowly turn over onto your backs. And from that position, I want you to bring your right knee into your chest and just gently roll it around a little bit. That's it. Take the right leg over to the side, holding onto it with the left knee. Take your right arm into a 90-degree position and put it down on the floor. And just gently allow your spine to open. Just listen to your body and go to where you feel comfortable. Some people can put this knee all the way down on the floor. The key is to try and keep this right shoulder and elbow on the floor while the rotation is happening. And remember to breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Slowly bring yourself back to the center. Let's do the same on the other side. Let's take that left leg out now. Place the left arm at 90 degrees and just gently go for that stretch. Breathing in. Breathing out. These kind of stretches are things that you can do throughout your day. You know, if you're really tired, and especially if you're sitting at your desk all the time, you can always get down on the floor and do these who knows where. And most of us are at home now, so we've got pretty much enough space. We've got the privacy to do it, you know. Well, you know, take advantage and use the positive of being at home now working, you know, and just use the space that you have. Get up every 10-15 minutes, move, walk, stretch, just do something. Hold on to those legs. This is also a really good point that I didn't make through the class. If you can't do the normal shell stretch, which I know some of you who are going to be watching can't do, this is the alternative, reverse shell stretch, okay? Just gently bring it in. Place the feet down on the floor. Roll yourself over into a seated position. Got some legs. Okay, let's finish with some breathing. Let's take a deep breath in. A little bit of a mermaid stretch as we stretch the side. And breathe out. Yeah, Thomas. Inhale, reach. And exhale. Yeah. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more. Reach up nice and long. Watch that shoulder blade stays down. As we flex over to the side. Reach up and down. One more. So reach up to the sky. Stretch it off. And release. Awesome. Guys, thanks for joining me. I know it was pretty hectic. But this is how I roll. I've got William here, Alex here, toys everywhere. I'm going to start to try and make more and more videos for you, more professionally through my work as well, fit well. And we'll see how it goes. Do you want to come say bye, Willie? Bye. Here we go.